Good morning, friends. I'm Debbie with Secondhand Treasures. Welcome back to my page. Today, this is my segment of Craft Around the Clock. It's a free group you can join, and the link is up in my description. Today, we are going to decorate this running rabbit and put it on a stand and make it a perfect little centerpiece for my island, a vignette. I haven't decided yet where I'm gonna put it. So that's what we're up to today. I hope you're having a great day. I am so far. Hello, Jackie, how are you? Hi, Cynthia. I used all my blue paint for my bike, so now I have to drive all the way back to Walmart. Hello, Tracy, to get more blue paint. I should have just bought 2 cans while I was there. So I saw Yvonne with, I forgot her page, Southern Living. That's not right. Anyway, Yvonne did 2 of these rabbits. And one rabbit was big and one was small. And I just loved it. So I am doing one today. This one's a smaller one that I got at Walmart. I've never put coffee filters on this type of material, so we will have to see how it goes. Hi, Cindy. Hello, Pat. Hello, Tracy. Did I say hello to Aletta? Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining me. What I thought I would do instead of trying to put the whole thing on there, I thought I would just rip them. I don't really like this outer edge. So let's rip it. Hi, Chris. And that's what we are going to do. I'm using a different type of base. Well, that one's good right there. Hey, Patricia. Hi, Pam. Good morning. It's a pretty day here in Florida today. I hope it's nice where you live. We need rain though. We are super dry, super dry. So I've been watering my yard, which is a job, the last few days. Let's just go ahead and do a few of these, because I'll probably use them. I want to thank you for being here. I appreciate that. And I really appreciate it when you share my short videos, my lives. Even if you just put a heart, that helps. Hi, Sandy. Hey, Brenda. Hey, Pam. Hi, Robin. Okay, let's start with those 3. And I'm just gonna rip it. Rip me some pieces, because it's a small rabbit. You're going to get snow tonight? Oh no, that's crazy at this late a date. It's April. Happy April Fool's Day, by the way. It's April and you're getting snow? That's crazy. Okay, here's my rabbit. If you jumped on late, I got it at Walmart. I was so happy that I found one. Thank you, Jackie, for sharing me out. I appreciate it. So we're just gonna get a brush. Do I want, probably use this brush. Or do I want to use that brush? Let's use the big one. That is crazy, isn't it? To have snow. I don't know where to start. Let's just start right here on the body. I don't know how well this Mod Podge is gonna do, but I did look it up and it said you could Mod Podge foam, and I'm assuming this is foam. That's what it feels like to me. I think I'm gonna go ahead and do the top layer while I'm doing the bottom layer. It may not stick either. It's moving around. And I've already put a ton of Mod Podge on it. Oh, I'll be disappointed if I can't get this on here. It acts like it doesn't want to work. Has anybody done this before? I have not. Hello, primitive kind of girl. What is your name? And thank you for sprinkling. Boy, I'm having to put a ton of Mod Podge on, but hopefully it's gonna stay. But I don't know. It's not acting like it wants to stay. Hey Pat, hey Tamara. Let me see if I can knock it down on there. Okay, I'm gonna keep moving and hope for the best. You have to put a ton of Mod Podge on it. I guess this foam just soaks it right up. Hello, Gail. Hey, Pat. I have been so bad about not watching other people lately. I've just been super busy trying to catch up on chores around here. And plus, since my grandkids started homeschooling, I see them a lot more than I did. Briar's here every day because his mom's at work. And of course, Grady is too. And I tried the other day to watch at the same time when they're here, and it's hard. You gotta watch them every minute. This is, I don't think is gonna work. I truly do not think it's gonna work. Darn. Let me try some more because I am putting a gallon of Mod Podge on here. Oh, Gail, I'm glad. I have more if anybody wants coffee filters. I've never seen nothing not stick to the coffee filters in Mod Podge. This will be the first. But it literally looks like it doesn't want to. Okay, I'm gonna keep moving in hopes that it will stay on there. Let me dry it. Maybe that'll help, because I do have a ton of Mod Podge on here, trying to get it to stick. Has anybody done this before? Oh, your gallon tea bags. That's a good idea. The tea bags are nice, and you could even coffee stain the tea bags to make them darker if you wanted to, because I know they're lighter than the coffee filters. Well, it might stick. It looks like it might if I just dry it. Okay, I just gotta put a ton of Mod Podge on it. Hey everybody. When I say a ton, I really mean a ton. It just soaks it right up. I maybe should have started this before I came live. You'll be surprised at what I'm gonna stick this on. I wanted to use something different. Hey Deb, hey Marcia. Dang, you really gotta put it on. See how bad I'm soaking it? And it still wants to lift up. Hi, Linda. My Facebook page is messing up. It says I have 7 people watching. I think there's more than 7. That's gonna look really good if it will just dry and work out. You know what? I probably should pull this off. Oh, there it goes. Because we're going to put it on something else. Hi, Cindy. Showing you 7 too. There might be only 7. But I kind of doubt it. But that's okay. The important people are here, right? So what are you guys doing for Easter? Are you going to church first? We have, every year we do Easter with our family, my husband's family, my family, and the neighbors and friends, whoever wants to show up. I think we have about 30 coming. So I've been working in my yard, and my husband, he makes breakfast. This is really hard to get on. Like it doesn't want to stick. But once it clings down, it sticks. So he's gonna make sausage, gravy, and biscuits. My one daughter's gonna make sausage. Oh, we make scrambled eggs too. Hey, Renee. And you guys, I'm battling with this. And my other daughter usually makes monkey bread, but I don't know if she is this year. She hasn't said. And then Jenny makes the best chocolate cake. So she'll make chocolate cake. And we will have everybody over about 10 o'clock. We'll eat breakfast. And then the kids will hunt eggs. Everybody comes and pitches in money to put in the eggs. They bring eggs. We usually, look at that. It just is taking forever to glue on. I save the eggs. We empty them out, and I save them every year. So everybody brings stuff to put in them, and we stuff them before the kids hunt them. This is difficult, but I see that it can happen. Like, once it dries, it's on there, but before, it doesn't like to stick. See how it doesn't like to stick? It just comes up. I may even do 2 coats of it just because the fact that it doesn't want to stick. You're showing up for breakfast too? You can. He does a good job. We're gathering the eggs from the chickens as we speak, because we'll probably have to scramble like 40 eggs. I was just thinking, how are we going to keep them warm? But we'll figure it out. What time is it? I came on at 10:45. Okay, I got 30 minutes. So this does work, and it's going to look cool, but it's challenging. What I'm going to put it on is super easy. So let me try to get the head done at least. I'm fueling up the jet. I'll bring eggs. I wished you could. It's a long ways. Long ways from California. We've been doing that for about 12 years since we moved out here. What made us started is because our grandkids are like 5 years apart, and they didn't have anybody to hunt eggs with. So we started inviting the neighbors and the friends. And then we would go to my husband's side of the family to do Easter. And my sister's family would just go with her daughter's friends, with her 2 daughters. So now we've just combined it all together, which makes it easy for everybody. They don't have to go to more than one place. You know, kind of like Christmas, where you got to go to several places. And then what's really nice is we get to sit on the couch afterwards. After it's all said and done, everything's cleaned up, we just kind of chill for the rest of the day. Look, see how it doesn't want to lay down? So that's why this has taken me so long. Which is a bummer. But I'll do a little more for sure, and then I'll show you how I'm going to put it on and what we're going to put on it. And then I can finish it after. If you dry it, it will stay on. But it's like really slick, like it wants to just rub off. Hey, Kevity, love you big. Thank you for sprinkling. I was wondering about this, but I Googled it and it said that you could Mod Podge foam. And I'm assuming this has feathers on it, so I don't know what you actually call this. It feels like foam to me, but it's not flat, like it's got fuzziness going on. I'm just pressing down here so you can see the two legs, the indentation of the two legs. So let's finish the head. It's hard to hold it because I don't want to hold on to the part that's got the coffee filters on it because I'm afraid they'll come off. Hey Mel. Hi Emily. I'm doing something I haven't done before and it's making it a little challenging. See, I touched that and it came up. I'm thinking maybe I should just do it like this. And just kind of do both sides at once. I am determined to get this to work. Bonding Boss? I don't even have Bonding Boss. Where do you get that? It is really furry. That was a good idea. What I probably should have done was coated it with the Mod Podge because I don't have Bonding Boss. And let it dry. But it said I could do it, so I didn't think it would just stick like this. I want the indentation of the eye to show too. It just doesn't want to lay down. You gotta really coat it. So I'm making a big mess here. Hello, Sheila. Bonding Boss. I'm gonna have to get me some of that stuff. Because I could coffee stain everything. I love the way it looks. Like put coffee filters on everything. See, I'm afraid to touch anything I've already done because it wants to lift up. I'm getting right here so I can show you what we're going to put on. See how it's lifting up? You used Bonding Boss. I missed where you said you got it, but I'll look back. I've never really had a problem with stuff bonding, so I was skeptical, but it said I could do it. Let me just, no, I don't want to use that one, that's dirty. Hey Karen, hey Barb. I apologize for not knowing. I'm getting some of this off my fingers so maybe it won't stick and come up as I touch it. Let me dry this a little bit. See how it's stuck up? Let's see how that came up. Yeah, I'll probably put a layer on top of this layer if I feel like it needs it. Once it's dry, I think it's going to work out. Because once it gets sticky, it stays. It seems like anyway. Let me do that little bit. Okay. Does Walmart have Bonding Boss? I gotta go to Walmart and get more paint for my bike. I will look. Is it in the crafts section? Or is it in like the manly section? See, if it's not dry, it's gonna come right back up. Once in a while, you get a flop, and I guess I got a flop. Okay, let me dry that, and we'll go ahead and put it on and do the other. I think it's staying down after it dries, but I am going to do another layer after it all dries, just so I know that it's going to stay there. But it looks cool. Hello, Joy. Hey, Mel. Okay, you know creators that sell it. Okay. But I've never really needed it for anything except this, and I wish I had it. But I think I can make it work. So, this is what it's gonna look like. I'm just gonna stick that in the water, and I can do this after, because you've seen me do that enough. Thank you. So, I thought about putting it on wood and the little spindle like most people do, but I couldn't find a piece of wood, and I wasn't thinking because I have these table legs, and at the end I decided to, I remembered I had them, so I did it, but then I said, you know, I really like doing it different, and I'm not making it shabby chic looking anyway, so I decided to use this. I've had this in my stash forever to do something with. It's all banged up, and we're just going to stick it on top of this. But before we do that, I thought about I was going to put some moss on here, but then I changed my mind. I'm going to put moss around its neck, but I do want to put maybe a bow. So let's just stick him on. Just pretend he's done. And and we'll do the rest. So I have this moss. I have 2 different kinds of moss that I get out of my yard. Yeah, I thought it would look different. And I'll be using this because I've had this in the room forever and not done anything with it. So I get Spanish moss and I get this kind of moss that just falls off the oak trees. So I hope this will work. I was thinking about making like a wreath for its neck out of this, but it's got to be long enough to do that, and I'm going to make a mess here. So I was thinking if I did this, I might could get it thin enough. It's got little sticks in it. That's probably too thick. So let's do this. I hope that it works. I think what I'll do is just cut it off. I was thinking if I did it like this, it might make it thin enough and cause it to be long enough. When it's thin, it's hard to get it to, there we go, hard to get it to go. But this part is still kind of thicker than that. I think it's easier to cut it off than to pull it off. Hello, Marcia. So let's see, is that going to be long enough? I was going to put it around its neck. That's too thick. So that was my idea, to put it around its neck. Kind of make my own little wreath for it. Because I am trying to keep it like in the primitive style. When it's that thin, it won't turn like dough. So let's see if I can. Now I just gotta get it. See, it's thicker in some spots than others, like right here. Great idea, thank you. I was thinking, what could I use besides flowers or garland? There we go, that time it turned. So I'm gonna put that on there. Like that. I will clean it up, but I'm just showing you the idea. I loved how Yvonne did hers with wrap the neck. So Yvonne was my inspiration. This stuff makes a huge mess. So does the Spanish moss. Hello, Catherine. Thank you, Gail. So just imagine it being completely done. So then I was gonna put this right here. And then I said, no, I don't really kind of like that. And I thought about putting a label, but I decided not to put a label. Would you put a label? The only thing with doing a label is I can only use it for this. But that's okay too, because I emptied the oil out of the can. So this is what it looks like this way. So I was undecided. And the other thing is, do I want to paint it? Like, do I want to add some brown to it, some orange? I could even use gold, because gold and purple are kind of like the Easter colors. Yes, I think so too, all the little dents and stuff. So would you add color to this or just leave it like it is? So I thought I would put a bow on here. I just got to decide which fabric I want to make the bow with. I kind of like this because it's Easter. Label or tag? A tag would be good because then I could take that off. So would you use the green, the black, or just the, what do you call this stuff? You know what it is. So which one would you use? I'm kind of leaning to, I like the black. It would match my house better, but the green is more Eastery. Leave that gorgeous can alone. I know. So what would you put on the tag? I was just going to do like a simple bow, either right here at the bottom, but I could bring it down to here. Leave the color as is. Y'all are my kind of thinking. That's what I would do. The green. Pam says the green. So I could put a bow up here. It's shedding. This is just like a quickie bow. I may need to add to it. See, I could put the bow at the top. Hey Beth, good to see you. Kimberly says beige. I could put the bow at the top or I could put the bow at the bottom. I don't know which one I like better. I'm gonna add more to this bow. Let's do this one too. So do you like the top or the bottom? If I can just get rid of the strings. It's good to see you too. Cheesecloth, yes, thank you. I have live brain all the time. That's kind of like on the bottom. And then up here would be the top. I think I'm liking the bottom better. And then I could put the tag on it too. What would you put on the tag? I have these tags, but that might be a little big. I have a little tag punch. I don't know, that might be a little big. Let me see if my tag punch is right here. itty bitty one. Top, bottom. I got a top and a bottom. A top, 2 tops and a bottom. Top. Everybody likes a top. So would you put a tag on it if you did it on the top? If I can get it back up there. I'll have to do it again to make it tighter. So let's see if I can punch this thick cloth, thick paper, can't even talk. Yep. The bottom. I like the top if I'm not going to do a tag. Of course, I guess a tag would look okay too. Yes, bottom. So what are we going to put on the tag? So there's the hole, and I can use this, might fit through it with a tag. So let's brown this tag up. Of course, it would be the bottom one. So what are we going to put on the tag? What word? It's going to have to be a short word. Anybody got a suggestion? Easter. I don't think Easter is going to fit with this little tag. And that's the only punch I have besides a smaller one. I could put hop. Yeah, I don't think, yeah, Easter, E-A-S. Yeah, Easter is not going to fit. What other word would you do besides hop? Or run, hip, hop. Okay. Even though he's running, run, go get those eggs. Hop. Everybody's saying hop. Okay, let me find a P. These are clickable letters. I love them. I have 2 or 3 sets. There's my P. I try to keep these organized, and it just don't work. So hop it is. So isn't this going to be so cute when I get that bunny done? It's not very dark, but that's okay, because it's going to look primitive, right? Because I did the brown. Now I got to get this through here. I may have to make that hole a little bigger. Hi, Tina. I'm going to stretch this hole a little bit. Have an ice pick close by, because it does come in handy. There we go. So I'm going to play with this bow. But I thought I'd show you what it's going to look like. So there's the hop. In fact, I probably will use the fabric to put the tag on too. Yes, and I just got it cut not too long ago. My hair grows fast. I don't wear it down much because it's super hot here. But I washed it day before yesterday. Yeah. Thank you, Pam. I can't wait to get it done. But that's basically how it's going to look. And this is sticking on, so I may not do another layer. It's just challenging to get it on. And I love that I used the can. I think it'll look cute on my table. I got another rabbit too, and I didn't realize how big it is compared to this that I hope to get finished. Well, everybody, my time is up. Thank you, everybody. I think I'm going to love it too. I just got to get it finished. And have a great day. Thank you for being here. Be safe. And happy Easter if I don't see you. I will be in the Fun Friday Market Day. That's why you see all that stuff back there. I'm coming on at 9:30 a.m. Eastern. So come join me, and I will see you then. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye. How about seek? Oh, that's a cute idea, too. Bye-bye.